What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, folks, I want to welcome you to the What's Up show, but I'm back in outer space again because I was thinking, I do all these surveys on my post section and on the show, right? So in the post section in the show, I got all these surveys. I look at them and then I go ahead and delete them, and I'm going, wait a minute. I need to show these to my audience so that they can see what's going on. So today I'm going to go to the post section, and as you can see, and I'm going to take and look at some of these surveys. Now, some of the data on it, I was completely surprised. I did not know that these were going to come out like this. So sit back and relax as we go over some of the data that was found on these surveys. So the first one asks, do you fear artificial intelligence and robots? That was the question here. We had 12 people vote so far. I haven't even gotten the show on yet. I'm going to put the show on later on today, maybe, or tomorrow. And it's going to be talking about artificial intelligence, right? Because a lot of people are fearful of this technology, of this new technology that could possibly take over their jobs or even in their lives. So for right now, with 12 people voting, we have 58% of them said yes, they fear artificial intelligence, and 17% said no, 8% said they're not sure, and 17% were actually AI and a robot that went on here and tried to vote, but they said they can't vote in the survey because they'd be too biased. So even with the survey here, we got AI and robots trying to vote here. You see that? So you got to be real careful with artificial intelligence and robots. Okay, that was the first survey. The second survey that I had was, do you believe having Black children improve a Black marriage? All right. So we had a big show on that one, about 45 minute show on that one. And I'm surprised that out of the 36 people that voted, 19% of them said yes. And over about half said no. What? No? Do you believe having Black children improves a Black marriage? And half of the people said no. Whoa. Then you got 22% that said they're not sure. Then we had 8% that said they would for Blacks to have mixed children. That means that uh, they have their children with other races, like half Black and half Mexican. That's my kids. My kids are half Black and half Mexican, but half Black and half white, half Black and half Asian, or half Black and half Indian, you know. So 8% said that they would prefer the Blacks have mixed children. But I'm surprised at the part where it said 50% of Blacks believe that Black children will not improve their marriage. Isn't that something? All right, and in this survey here, we put this show on about 3 or 4 weeks ago and was talking about Trump. It says if Trump could be president for a third term, and he can't be, would you vote for him? And out of the 32 people that voted, half of the people said yes. If he could become, if he could run for a third term, half of the people said they want Trump to be president. That was shocking to me too. Now, the only way that Trump could run for a third term is if Mike Pence ran for president and had Trump as vice president, and then Mike Pence quit, which forces Trump to be president, or uh, the Trump could run for Speaker of the House and win Speaker of the House, and then the vice president and president either resigned or got killed, then Trump would be president for a third term. Or Trump right now could just say, declare a war, and during the war he passes an act that all voting is suspended, and he could possibly be president for the rest of his life, right? During the wartime. So those are three scenarios there that Trump could possibly be uh, president for a third time. But look at this. So 22% said no, 19% said they're not sure, and 9% said they vote only if he becomes king. Remember we had that King Day thing? Well, 9% of this survey wants Trump to be a king. Can you believe that? I'd sitting right there, right? 50% said yes, they want Trump for third termer. And then they said 9% said they want Trump to be a king. That shocked me too. But what really shocked me was this third survey. The third survey said, how should Trump act? So Trump should act like, and look at that, the lowest percentage, 9% of 53 people that voted here, 9% said that the president, Trump should act like the president of the United States. So they really don't want him acting like the president of the United States. 17% would prefer Trump to act like a king, and 49%, almost half of the people that voted here, want Trump to act like a dictator. How about that? And then 25% want him to act as though he's on his show, The Apprentice. Isn't this something? This is really incredible here. I just can't believe that. Yeah, they want him to act like he's on The Apprentice and just tell people you're fired. Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now, right? He's just telling people, hey, you can't perform your mission, get out, you're fired. So this one shocked me too. Wow, look at that. Most of you want a dictator. Isn't that something? Did Mexico have a dictator? I think Mexico and a lot of the Latino countries have dictators as their rulers. So that's something. So now here's something interesting here too. So we go into politics, and who would you vote for in 2028 presidential election? Who would you vote for? And 48% of you, and this is out of 48 votes, 48% of you said you want Kamala Harris to run again. Then 31% of you out there said that you would like Michelle Obama to run for president. 15% of you said you would rather have Karen Bass run as president. And 6% of you said that you would prefer Gary Newsom to be running as president. Isn't that something? So you guys really want to have a female president, a woman president, and you want Kamala Harris to run for president. Wow, that's really interesting. All right. Isn't that something? And down here we have a picture of me. I'm the guy who created this tar walking, stepping tar babe right here. I created that way back in 1970, right? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And they still use it today. So that's me, and I'm the creator of this stepping tar babe right here. Isn't that something? And let's see what else I have in my posts. Oh, we have the scary skeleton in the back of the Chevrolet truck at a car show that I went to about 2 or 3 years ago. So Halloween is over with, and this guy seems like he's over with. And finally, we have me when I was 7 years old. I'm the tallest one here. That's me. And there's my sister, Stephanie. And there's my second oldest brother, Christopher. So that's me, Billy Boy, Christopher, and Stephanie. And Christopher is the one, Christopher Boyd Martin, it makes CBM hydraulics today. And then my sister, unfortunately, tried to commit suicide, and she's, on life support right now and being serviced at the Gladstone Rehabilitation Center. So she didn't make it too well. My brother, he did pretty good, and I didn't do too bad. But here we are standing next to our 1968 Chevy truck that had a camper on it, and we went in this camper. My dad drove it all over all 48 contiguous states. We never got to go to Alaska, and of course he couldn't drive it to Hawaii. So those are only two states I haven't been in. But we've been to all 48 states and fished in fishing lakes in all 48 states of the United States. I'm so proud of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I just wanted to show you that and hope that you enjoyed the statistics there. And we will see you on another edition of What's Up? What's Up? What's Up?